I think I'm going to do a video about breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yay! Why? A lot of you guys have suppressed cortisol in the morning and you have too high cortisol at night or while you're sleeping. They're inverted. That's not natural. People who don't sleep deep enough become insulin resistant and fat and sick. So sleep is the most important supplement beyond whey protein. You can wipe your butt with whey protein and actually eat real meat, but the point is, sleep is the supplement that I prescribe. That's the most important thing, because that's when your body repairs. And I don't care if you like it or not. 10 to 12 a.m. in the evening, you need that window connected to the circadian cycles and your hormones to repair. The second half of sleep is your brain. First half of sleep is your body. So when you wake up in the morning and your glucose is too high, because you might be experiencing the early morning dawns effect, which is more of a diabetic, pre-diabetic, insulin-resistant characteristic of sleeping shitey and having inflammation in your body, and not regulating your cortisol. Your adrenals are freaked out. Your melatonin is, and so is your serotonin, because melatonin is a precursor to serotonin. Your serotonin's down the toilet. Here we go. So, what can we do about this? Well, when you get up in the morning, eat some fatty protein. Yeah. So much better than fasting and going to work out. Coaching person after coached person after coached person, people who fast by skipping their breakfast don't get the business. They don't get it. They just don't get the business. They don't. I've seen a lot of guys who look gluconeogenic. They're lean, they've got 7% body fat, their muscles are not bubbly, they look flat and dry. They just don't look healthy and bubbly. Yes. We don't want to be gluconeogenic, because if you're not fully adapted, you're still always going to burn glucose, and if you're not eating enough glucose, you're going to rob from the muscle or from the amino acids in your body. And contrary to all these people saying that it's okay to eat 50 grams of carbs, BS. Now, the total carbs, what we net total? No. Take it down. You can count your total carbs if you are dealing with little sneaky things like ketchup. Or, you want to really be careful because you're like, oh, that's going to make my grams of carbs go up to 50. You've got to be between 50 and 20 grams of carbs. You can count the net carbs if you're dealing with cruciferous vegetables that are lightly sauteed, because the fiber does matter. Alright, here we go. You guys want to have breakfast, right? Because breakfast is going to get your body doing the whole digesting food, right? Peristalsis, it's a fantastic mechanism. And your body has to be awake to have a successful digestive process. It's got to be awake. You can't be like asleep and digesting. That's when food putrefies in your gut. And you gassy and bloaty, and it's a hot mess. Your stomach acids down-regulate, and you start to have pathogens and bacteria and parasites grow, but I digress. Eat fatty protein in the morning. And, well, maybe a little spinach, avocado, and sorry for those who've got histamine issues, but for the rest who do not have histamine issues, you would have those food groups. They're great for the potassium. So I suggest fatty meats, fatty, greasy mother suckers, for breakfast, because your stomach acid is going to have, the luxury of pumping out the peptides and the digestive enzymes and the whole peristalsis action and the HCl levels rising to break down food, and your heart rate goes up to baseline to what it should be when you're fully awake, and your blood unthickens and you're awake. Yes. And then you've got energy. And this is going to signal your hormones to get in balance. Everything's going to function like a perfectly, a perfectly orchestrated ant farm where everybody knows what to do, everything knows what to do in the body. So instead of becoming insulin resistant, you become insulin sensitive because using and eating, consuming fatty proteins, it manages those blood sugar fluctuations that I spoke about in 2 other videos. Right? It brings down that glucose. What's the spike? Give you health issues. Eat fatty meat in the morning. It's going to regulate your blood glucose. It's going to wake your shite up. It's going to regulate your cortisol. Yes. And because you're not eating a lot of carbs in the morning, we don't have to deal with that glucose spike. Because glucose spikes, like juice, orange juice, and the bagels and the frickin' fruit and whatever in the morning, the cereal, all that spike in your blood glucose. And what happens when your blood glucose spikes when you have high cortisol? Or insulin? Store fat. Because insulin is a storage hormone. That's why, and insulin is secreted when you eat carbohydrates or when you're stressed. And your blood glucose rises via gluconeogenesis. And so your blood glucose rises and now you're in storage mode. And then you go to the gym fasted and you're not in a ketosis, so your body starts breaking down muscle even more and more insulin secretion, and so I can't get rid of this. They say, I can't, I try to get rid of this, I cannot get rid of this. And guys, women, estrogen dominance, eat a damn breakfast in the morning. Eat some fatty meat. Don't do tuna. Don't do protein shake. It's pure protein getting into your body. And there's that insulin again, that storage hormone. Yeah, no. Fatty meats. Fatty, greasy, bacony. No nitrates. No sugar. Organic. And pigs walking around, not eating their own crap and not around unclean environments. Fatty meats in the morning is how you get into ketosis. Stop drinking the coffee, stop doing the black tea and the green tea, and overloading on the cacao, and everything that has mycotoxins on it, the mold, and clean your detoxification pathways out to frickin' keto adapt, to use those ketones and make them viable. So if you guys want to learn more, how to keto adapt, how to eat all your perfectly formed, individualized macros to your lifestyle and your particular genetics, then go to stephanieperson.com, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, or Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagrammy. And this is the mother sucking business. Clearly I'm going to be 50 soon. And I got energy all day, every day. Peace out!